Bueno, y ahí teníamos a este gran artista Carlos Vives con una muy buena canción de su álbum Más Corazón Profundo. Ella es mi fiesta, me encanta. Es la 1:45 p.m. It's 45 after 1. You listen 89.7 FM. And finally, I got my beautiful guest here on studio. We're gonna quickly say hello to Daveed, and he's together with Destiny, another gorgeous lady here in the studio on 89.7. Guys, good afternoon, and thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Daveed, you're gonna be talking soon about all the exciting things about your career, as well a little bit of background for who you are.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So I'm going to give everyone listening a little bit of insight into where I've come from and what I'm doing at the moment, and hopefully where I'm planning to be.
Wonderful. And also, of course, playing some of your amazing music here on 89.7. Por ahora nos vamos a ir con un par de canciones. We're gonna continue with a few songs. J Balvin from Colombia, En Lo Oscuro, and Chayanne, Puerto Rican Guy, Quiero Bailar Contigo, de su álbum En Todo Estaré, the Lucid edition. It's 1:46 p.m. This is 89.7. Let's continue with this couple of songs, and we're coming back with Daveed and Destiny.
No.
Bueno, y ahí teníamos Burn It Up, el remix de Kelly and Wisin y Yandel. Es la 1:57 p.m. y aquí nos acompaña nuestro querido invitado especial del día de hoy, Daveed, y su beautiful fiancé Destiny. Van a estar aquí hablándonos de todo su historia y bueno, también acerca de su música. Well, Daveed, thank you so much for joining us today on 89.7 FM. It's a pleasure having you here with your beautiful fiance.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
All right, Daveed, where are you originally from?
Where am I from? Okay, well, basically, I'm half Honduran, half British. I grew up in the UK for 14 years, and through that, I spent a bit of time back and forth from Honduras and the United States. I have a lot of family in the United States. And then when I was 13, moved to Perth, Australia, and just loved it here and pretty much been here ever since.
Since 13 years old?
Yeah.
So, all right, wonderful. And so you have put this together, the Vision CD that I have here. How many songs you have here?
So the Vision is my new album. It's got 10 songs.
Yes.
And basically I do all of my own recording, instrumental production, mixing and mastering at my own studio here, Lucid Studios. And it took about a bit over a year to put everything together, but I think once the people hear it, I think they're going to appreciate it.
Of course, they will love it. And Daveed, how did you end up doing music? When this bug started on you?
Well, I was always a bit musical. You know, my mother, she's always played lots of different music, a lot of different, Latin pop music, and just what was popular at the time, But I remember one of my friends showing me, I hate to say it, but an Eminem song a while ago, and that sort of was like, okay, this hip hop thing, this is interesting. I really sort of like this, and then I got into 50 Cent. And once I heard the first album he did, Get Rich or Die Trying, was I was like, oh wow, this is really different. And then when he did the album The Massacre, that just sold me on hip hop, and I've just been in love with it ever since.
Amazing, yes. So that's where you fall in love with this particular rhythm, hip hop. So you're also working with DJ Pluto?
Yes, that's right.
You want to talk a bit about him?
Yeah, so basically I came across DJ Pluto just online doing my networking, and he actually came to an open mic performance that I did a few years ago. Well, not a few years, I'd say about a year ago. And we just clicked, and then he reached out to me again after I released a new CD. At the time, it was the Elevate EP. And just after that, we've been doing shows together and, bouncing ideas off of each other. And yeah, it's been really dope. Shout out to DJ Pluto, by the way. That's my homie.
Wonderful. And yes, as I said before, you bring your beautiful fiancé Destiny. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having us. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, it's a pleasure having you guys here. So what is it like to have an artist as partner?
It is. It's good. It would probably, I guess, people would think it would be a bit full on, but I love it. As I love music, so yeah, it's always definitely very interesting. Yeah. It's never boring.
Absolutely, I can imagine that. Well, people who cannot see, I don't know if you mind, I would love to take a picture of you because you look like a star yourself. Like she's an artist, so that's what I think. Do you, again, that's when people ask you if you sing and all of that.
Yes, I always get it. If I'm a rapper or a singer, they just assume. But I just run the PR and promotion side of things. So more the paperwork, black and white, boring side of things. But yeah.
Yeah, so do you help him to do all of these promos and stuff?
Yes, I help him with the promo and artwork and stuff like that sometimes.
Yes, artwork. Because I saw it's pretty amazing. It's very cool. And yes, but still, I had to take a photo and put it on our Facebook page so people see, oh, she looks like an artist as well. Yes, Daveed, sorry.
That's okay.
Daveed. What is the purple thing? What is the cup that you have there? I want to ask you because I said it's interesting. It's nothing that I have seen before. So.
All right. Well, seeing as it's midday radio airwaves, I'll just say it's referred to as dirty, and we'll leave it at that for now.
Well, if you're gonna have a look of Daveed as well, we're gonna give you the links and everything, Facebook page, websites, and everything later on. For now, well, how about we go after we have to play sponsor breaks, but also there is some amazing song for you to present to our listeners. So, okay. What would you say?
Okay, so the first song that we're going to be playing is called Sensational, and if you've ever felt sensational, this song's going to relate to you because that's exactly why I made it.
Wonderful. Bueno, para que todos se sientan sensacionales allá del otro lado, también está aquí este centroamericano Daveed, aquí acompañándonos a todos en estudio. Y bueno, después de los mensajes de sponsor, vamos a tener esta gran canción aquí por primera vez en 89.7 for the first time. Daveed with Sensational after the sponsor break. It's 2:03 p.m. This is 89.7. Bueno, y ahí teníamos esta gran canción sensacional. Nos sentimos nosotros aquí en el estudio. Espero que ustedes también se hayan sentido así. Sensational. The very first time we played this song by a local artist, Daveed from Honduras, original. But we have the luck to have him here as well. Another local artist here on 89.7. Wonderful. So, Daveed, could you please tell us Sensational? What is this song from? Where do you get it from?
Okay, well, I don't know if you noticed at the start, but there was a little vocal snippet of this person going, sensational. Is that the word you're looking for?
Yeah.
And basically it's a clip of one of my favourite artists at the moment called Future. And basically it was being used as a meme on the internet, like, oh, my ex called me to ask how she felt, how I'm going. I said sensational. They were using it as a way to convey an emotion of just feeling really good. And I tracked the original video down and watched the interview, and I just thought, oh, I want to put that energy and that inspiration, everything into a song. And I made that beat. I think it was in an hour, put it together, just really inspired, and that was it.
Wonderful. So, sensational. We have as well 10 songs in you. This is your first album, yeah?
I would say my first proper album, yeah.
Proper album, yeah. There was more like...
yeah, I've done a lot of EPs and different albums and stuff, but this is the one that I feel I really perfected my sound and everything. Like, that's what I would say is, if you want to know what I'm about, listen to The Vision.
Absolutely wonderful. The Vision album by a local artist. Daveed, as well. There is God Level. That song. Can you tell us a bit about it?
Well, God Level is actually an old song of mine that I ended up remixing and mastering for that album because it was really popular. And basically what the song is about is, a lot of people in their lives feel that what they want to do or who they want to be is sort of all up in the air. It's up to the universe or up to God or up to, however you want to describe it. But basically what I feel is success in whatever it might mean to you, which could be, riches, or it could be having a beautiful family or living on an island, whatever it is, it's something you have the power to attract to yourself. No one else is stopping you apart from your own mental state of mind. So God Level is being at that state of mind where you can attract exactly what you want.
Wonderful. Very agree with you. Yes, exactly. We are beings made out of power. We have power, and yes, I believe in God, of course, and I know that we are capable to do so many things, good and bad.
Exactly.
The choice is us. But yeah, wonderful. Good. I want to listen to that one as well. I'm not sure if we can broadcast.
Yeah, you probably won't be able to play the one that you've got, but maybe another time.
Maybe another time. You fix it up for this time. Now what you want?
Know what you want. Okay, that was another older song of mine that I remixed as well, because again it was really popular with some of my fans. And basically what the song is about knowing what you want to do with your life. Most people don't really know. They sort of just do what their parents tell them they should do, or what friends tell them, oh, you can't do that. It's like, I want to be a rapper. Do you know how many times I've been told that's not possible? So how can you, the point of the song is, how can you be telling people what they should be doing if you don't even know what you want to do and you're not doing it yourself?
Wonderful. Totally agree with you. So many people say, and there is something I read on Facebook the other time, like when you're trying to succeed, people say, no, you cannot do it. When you get to success, people are, I believe in you, like that kind of thing. Like, as we got to the first point as well, like, we're capable to do things. There is no, I think the only thing that will stop us is when we're dead and we can not do anything about it.
That's it.
Well, maybe in the future with the science and all of that kind of stuff, we can be able to come back, but I know that's not my desire anyway. So, but yeah, wonderful. We have as well The Vision, of course, the name of the album. Mm-hmm. This song, what this say about?
Okay, well, the song The Vision, I actually made it to be the opening song for the album before moving it down and swapping it with no exchanges. But basically, the actual chorus of the song is, you are now about to witness someone with a vision, using their intuition and driven by their ambition. It's sort of like a declaration of everything I've been talking about in the album. It's like, this is what the goal is, this is where we've come from, and this is where we're going, and we can't be stopped. So jump on board with the vision, or just get out of our way and let us do it,
Absolutely wonderful. The Vision. Muy buena la conversación que estamos teniendo aquí con Daveed, de sus canciones, Nivel Dios, Ahora que quieres, también La Visión, que es el nombre del álbum que lleva este primer trabajo musical de este gran artista local. También, ahorita nos vamos a ir con un poco de música, ahí para dejar hasta el momento. Vamos a seguir hablando de las canciones más adelante, por ahí muchas más canciones, y también vamos a tocar una de sus otras canciones que hacen parte de este álbum, La Visión, o The Vision. Well, we're gonna continue with more music now. We're going to go with a song by Juan Magán, Si No Te Quisiera, y Belinda as well. We're gonna continue talking about the album The Vision with our amazing guest today, Daveed. And yes, for now we're gonna continue with a bit of Juan Magán, Si No Te Quisiera. Bueno, electro latino ahí teníamos, sí señor, esta buena canción de Juan Magán con Belinda. Si no te quisiera, un poquito como de reggaetón merengueado, lo podría decir. Un mixadito chévere. Son las 2 de la tarde, 18 minutos. Aquí seguimos con nuestro artista invitado especial el día de hoy, Daveed. Estábamos tratando de conciliar cómo se dice el nombre de él, porque bueno, nos contaba que la mamá le había puesto Daveed, que el médico lo escribió mal y ahorita, bueno, en fin, es un nombre artístico, Daveed. Well, we're going to continue with our special guest today, local artist Daveed. There is more songs here from the album The Vision. And the next song coming from down to, the first one, Piece of Hell. Tell us a bit about this song.
Okay. Piece of Hell is a song that I did with my homeboy Dewey McGill. A real quick shout out to Dewey. We've been making a lot of music together for a while. I'm actually executive producing his new album. But basically, Piece of Hell is... the point behind the song is we all have to go through our own struggles. Doesn't matter what country you're from, what race you are, what money you have, everyone has a struggle. You can't compare the suffering of one person to another. And it's basically saying you're not alone in this. I've had to suffer, we've all had to go through something, and we can all, become the people that we want to be if we drive ourselves to it. And there's also a really nice guitar solo on there by my little brother, Joshua. And we feel he actually inherited his guitar skills from my granddad in Honduras, he's crazy with the acoustic guitar.
Wonderful. Also, you have your little brother in this song as well. Mm-hmm. What is his name?
My brother,
yeah.
Josh. Yeah.
Say hello. Hola, Josh.
Yeah, shout out to Josh.
Yes, exactly. I cannot say that. Next song coming up as well is Insomnia.
Insomnia, yeah. So, Insomnia, I wanted to try and do something a bit different musically. So it's not quite like a typical rap song. It changes a lot. But the point of the song is, how could I possibly rest and sleep until I'm at the point where I want to be at? It's like I have insomnia because I'm not able... I don't actually, necessarily have a problem, but... it's like my mind is running so much with so many ideas and so many dreams that how could I possibly sleep?
Yeah, yes, I know. My husband is like that. But go to sleep.
Yeah, pretty much. It's bedtime now.
Yeah. Well, wonderful. Insomnia. También está, there is as well My Mind with Pterodyme.
Yes. So My Mind is okay. So I'll go sort of backwards with it. I started using a new a synthesizer, just playing around with some new sounds, and I initially sent the beat to a friend of mine that's a producer called Neon Skits. Shout out to Neon Skits. I've known him since really young, but he produces more like hardcore electronic dance sort of stuff, so it's very different to so he came in and did a little bit on it, and then I started coming up with the concept of basically it's a similar thing to God Level. It's like a state of mind sort of thing, basically our mind is our own prison and we hold the key to our own prison, so it's up to you to unlock it, or it's pretty much that simple. And then I got my friend, another artist I work with, Pterodyme, he actually raps and produces, so he came in and did a verse for me, and he did a lot of additional production. The breakdown at the end of the song is mostly him, and he's a very, very talented guy. So and same with Neon Skits as well. They're both incredibly talented, so it's just a meshing of three creatives, and it's beautiful.
Fantastic. Sensational.
That's it.
Well, next song as well is BKSLD.
Yeah. So BKSLD, I won't get too into it because of the nature of the song, but it's basically a party song. I wanted to have something on there that, you could play in the club and people could really just lose themselves and go crazy. And, there was certain types of instruments and sounds I wanted to play with. And yeah, that's pretty much just a full-on, all-out party track.
Wonderful as well. There is we were talking about the sensational one that we were playing before. Live in the moment.
Yeah, so Live in the Moment, that's another song I did with Dewey McGill, and that song is basically about don't sort of live in what you can't be doing, or focusing on all the negatives in your life and everything like that. It's be happy in what is happening in the present moment, and just grateful for what you've worked for right in front of you, because that will in turn create that further success along the line.
Yeah, we often are anxious about the future and worry about the past, and and we're taking away the present, and it is hard. Hard. People say live in the moment. It's kind of hard.
It's hard, and a lot of think only allowing yourself to think positively, and things like manifesting into your success and all of that. It all seems like this whole complicated ordeal, but it's literally a case of snapping your fingers and deciding how you want to think, because it's your mind.
Exactly. It is. That's what I say. My mind. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go with a sponsor break again, and after that we have this song by Daveed as well.
No exchanges.
No exchanges here, the very first time on 89.7. Primicia aquí, después de estos mensajes comerciales, nos vamos con esta canción de nuestro invitado especial el día de hoy, Daveed. No exchanges, no cambios, aquí en 89.7 por Primicia. Bueno, y ahí teníamos No Exchanges by the beat here on 89.7 FM. Wow, esta canción suena muy interesante, pero I want to hear from the actually artist. What is this song? Where did you get the inspiration to write this song from?
Well, it was one of the last songs I made for the album, and I just felt like something was missing, like a real opening sort of song, and basically it opens up a bit slower with the singing sort of thing, basically sort of like me saying I'm ready for this moment that's about to happen, and all the greatest sort of artists, especially who I've been looking up to, they're all getting older. There's a new generation of musicians coming in. So the No Exchanges comes from I'm the next, I feel the next, biggest thing in terms of like producing and making innovative original music. So you're going to have to sort of deal with it, or get over it. And then the second half of the song is almost like a flashback. It's telling the story of where I've came from. I was just Honduran boy, born with in a family with not a lot. Even my parents worked extremely hard to be where they are now. They came from sort of low end jobs to proper professions. Going to college with 4 kids, and working their way up in the corporate world. People sort of always felt we were better off than we were because of how much they worked for their family. And yeah, it's just sort of saying this is where I've come from, and this is where I'm going, and I'm not built to do anything else. So sit back and watch, or jump on the train.
Wonderful, very nice. That something about this rhythm music, or this say culture, is that it's really realistic about things happen. It's no decoration around something human behavior. It's just you guys say. Has our friend album Speak the Truth from Fernando and Raul. Yeah, as well you guys say where it is, and I like that. I really appreciate that, especially in this music world, when the industry got
it's
so many
fake. It's just a fake.
Exactly. I
just want to make music for people that were like me when I was 14, and there's you're so confused in the world, you don't really know, and music's one of the few things that can reach you,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not trying to be a role model for anybody, because I don't feel like a musician should be a role model. I feel like that's a parent's job. Yeah. But I want to be there to sort of say, look, I went through some crazy stuff, and I'm doing what I want to do with my life, as crazy as it is, and you can do the same thing with yours.
Exactly. Dreaming, is free, and actually it's the start of, achieving our goals,
Exactly.
Don't dream for something, you're not gonna know what you want, and then you're gonna waste your life.
Exactly.
Very much. That's what I tell my daughter. Yes, never stop dreaming. Get up and dream. Get up and keep dreaming. I say.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now it's 2:33 p.m. We have as well some CDs that Daveed give us here on 89.7 FM. You want one with his signature? Just you can drop me an email on Latin Studio Karito at latinstudio.com.au, or you can call me on 6304-2333. And if you're the first person who called me, yes, I will give one. I want to keep one as well. And yes, so it's with, obviously, it will be autografiado por ti, ¿sí? ¿Sí?
Yeah, sí, definitely.
Yes, he's Latino, but his Spanish is not that good. What happened there?
Well, basically, my parents met in South Africa. My dad's from England and my mum's from Honduras. They met at Bible school, and basically they moved to England. Got married in South Africa, moved to England, and when I was born, I was diagnosed with autism, and basically that's like a learning disorder. They call it a disorder, but I don't think it is. I think it's a gift, But basically, the doctor sort of told them that you can't really teach him two languages because he's going to have a big problem with learning as it is. So you have to pick one. And because I was in England, my mum obviously chose English because that's, I love Spanish, and one of the biggest things is that I really wish I could have learnt it from a young age. But being in Western society and in the countries that we were living in, my mum felt it was the best thing. But I'm making up for it now. I'm learning now.
That's very impressive. So you actually learn, you have autism, and then I believe your parents did amazing job because you actually you just know someone who is you go for more, and look what you end up. So yes, very, very impressive of you, Daveed.
Yeah, it's and I'm so grateful to my parents. They a lot of the doctors basically told them that there was no hope, but they just worked with me every day, and my family believes that it was a gift from God that he basically healed me. And I don't, honestly, I don't know what to believe, but if that is the case, if it was sort of my destiny for me to be where I am now, I'm not going to let anybody down.
Of course, beautiful history, very, very beautiful and touching history from you, Daveed. Keep saying
my whole life, it's okay.
Especially with a Latina who badly speaks English, Daveed. It's amazing, you obviously have been, as you say in one of your songs, just the mind is our limit, really.
Yeah.
So there you go. It's actually one thing that you live through your life, and it's amazing that you put it, to share it with the people and help, others that maybe are stuck in the moment for whatever reason. So wonderful. How lucky you are, Destiny.
Yeah, so lucky. So lucky. He's awesome. So different to anyone I've ever known. In terms of partners, obviously I've had partners, but Daveed is just different in a really good way. So I think that's what's kept it interesting for 6 years. So.
Oh, I'm sorry, I want to go personal, but you are engaged, yes?
Yeah.
How was it? How did he propose you?
It was on the beach. I had no idea. So I paused, it took my breath away. It was so scary but so exciting at the same time, and I was just emotional. We were emotional.
One of those crazy once in a lifetime experiences. I wanted to make sure it was somewhere beautiful, so I just drove for a few hours. I made a weekend out of it. Pretty much drove away just to propose, to have the right backdrop. And yeah, it's one of those things that's etched in the front of my mind, and every time I look at her, I see that moment. I'll never forget it.
Oh.
Down on one knee and everything. It was as soon as I see him go down, I knew, and that's when my heart stopped. I'm like, oh my goodness, he's going to propose. It was, yeah.
After how long? How long you been together?
Was it a couple of years?
It was after being together for 2 years.
Yeah, that was right. Yeah, 2 years. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful! I wish you guys all the best. All the best success for your career, David, and of course as a partners.
Thank you.
You seem like really genuine and beautiful together. And yes, it's amazing. It's lovely to see the love in another.
We're best friends.
Yeah. I feel that's a lot of what people are missing is they sort of they get with in relationships and things for the wrong reason. Like it's one particular thing they like about someone or something. But for me, I was I had a few less than stellar experiences, we'll say, and I thought, what, I'm not gonna, if I have to be alone, then I have to be alone, but I'm not gonna give myself to someone unless they're my best friend. And and literally a few months later, Destiny walks into my life, and I have to go, well, that's it then. Meant to be.
Yes, meant to be. Yes, amazing. So yes, congratulations, guys. Now we're going to go with a sponsor break. After that, actually, I'm gonna play Mujer Espina. This Colombian guy Alejandro Cole as well, R&B type of music in Spanish. It's 2:38 p.m. We're here in the studio with Daveed and introducing his album Division with 10 songs here, and you can have it for free if you give me a call at 6304-2333. Besides that, he's gonna sign it for you. So be quick, and also you can email to me to Karito with a K, Karito at latinstudio.com.au. Well, vámonos con los sponsor break y ya regresamos con esta canción de colombiano Alejandro Cole, Mujer Espina. Estás escuchando 87.9 FM. Esto es Latin Studio. Ay, esta canción me trae muchísimos recuerdos. Shaggy, Dame con Cat de Luna. Me encanta esta canción. Me acuerdo buenos momentos cuando solíamos bailar esta maravillosa canción. Muy buena, muy movida. Bueno, ahora son las 2 de la tarde, 47 minutos. Es tiempo de despedirnos. No sin antes decirles muchas gracias y darles las gracias por estar en sintonía aquí en los 87.9 con Karito en Latin Studio. Ha sido un placer, tenerlos aquí en compañía también de nuestro invitado especial del día de hoy, Daveed, con su linda pareja Destiny. Vamos a tener por ahí unas fotos de lo que pasa aquí en el estudio con ellos para que después se familiaricen más. Ya saben que si quieren uno de los álbumes de este chico autografiados, me pueden llamar antes de las 3 al 6304-2333 o me pueden enviar un mensaje privado a mi email karito@latinstudio.com.au y les doy un álbum autografiado de este artista hondureño. It's 2:48 p.m. It's time for me to say adios. I will be back on Saturday from 1 p.m. with more Latino American music. I hope you have a wonderful time sharing with me the past 2 hours. And of course, with our amazing guest today, Daveed, introducing his album, Division. If you want to know more about him, he will be sure tell you shortly where you can find him, more of his job as well. Thank you so much for staying here. I wish you all have a wonderful, amazing, incredible weekend, full of happiness, joy, and many blessings. Remember, please don't drink and drive, and have a blast. Until next Saturday, I will leave you there with a couple of songs that I have before I leave, of course. David, thank you so much.
No, thank you for having me
today. It's been a pleasure to talk to you, to talk the David, the person, and David, the artist as well. It's incredible what you're doing with your music. It's truly impressive, that you're putting this together. It's not just, a song. It got a soul. So
thank you.
It's amazing. Thank you for coming here and sharing with our listeners on 89.7 as well. And thank you for bringing as well your beautiful fiance, Destiny. Thank you for coming along. Of course, she's supporting supporting her partner. And all the best, guys. I will check photos of the wedding. When is it?
Hopefully there's not a date in stone, but I'm thinking next year.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful, exciting. How excited. All right. Thank you so much, guys, and I hope to hear more from you, David. Welcome anytime.
Thank you.
When you are up to, please let us know, and you're more than welcome to have here, this is a open door for you and for your music. So, people would like to know more about you. Where can I find it?
Okay, you can basically get all of my music for free from my website. Just visit daveedofficial.com. If you want to find out more about my recording studio, where I can, record vocals, produce instrumentals, mix and master songs to a professional level, just visit Lucid Music Now, so LUCID, musicnow.com. So there's a few photos and examples of songs that I've worked on there. And of course, all my music's on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, Google Play, Microsoft Groove, literally all major digital retailers. My new album, The Vision, as well as some of my older work, is available there now. And just before I go as well, I want to send a few shout outs. First of all, again, shout out to DJ Pluto, shout out to Dewey McGill, Terry Diamond, Neon Skits, and my little brother Josh for all the work they've put into the album. I want to send a shout out to my man Fernando, aka El Dilemma, for hooking me up with this interview today. And of course, thank you, Karito, for having me on air. And I just want to send a couple of shout outs to all the artists that I've been working with at Lucid Studios as well. We got React, we got The Strangers, we got just trying to think off the top of the dome here. We've got oh man, now I've spaced, but sorry if I'm pretty sure I've mentioned most of you already, but Dr. Vex as well. We got Dr. Vex, we've got there's so many different people that I make such beautiful music with. We've got Corey, because we've got Forks, we've got I know too many people. So if I haven't mentioned your name, I'm sorry, but I want to send a big shout out your way, because I know a lot of you are tuning in and listening, so thank you for the support.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much once again, guys, and you have a wonderful weekend, and of course stay tuned on 89.7 FM. There is a classic music show coming up to relax after this Latino party that we put here all the time. So I'm gonna play one more time David's sensational song here for you.
Thank you.
If you miss it, here is again, and remember as well to visit our Facebook page. There is a poster with them, with him, and of course I will take a picture of these guys so you can see how beautiful couple they are. All right, so David Sensational, later on J Balvin with Jinza, and if there is time for Don Omar with Pura Vida. God bless you all. Mwah. Bye bye. Chao, chicos. Dios los bendiga, y acuérdense, no tomen ni manejen. Chao.
Adiós.
Adiós.
Sensational. That's the word you're looking for.